Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, bird strike curtails Red Arrow's performance. Mesa pilots to receive substantial pay hike. Gogo's 5G network is making swift progress. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Bird strike curtails Red Arrow's performance. The British Royal Air Force's Red Arrow's aerobatic team was forced to cut short its performance at the Rhyl Air Show on August 28th when squadron leader Gregor Ogston was forced to break away from a formation after a bird impacted and shattered the canopy of his BAE Hawk T1A aircraft. Witnesses on the ground reported hearing a loud pop as bird and plane collided. Video images of the incident depict the Crimson Jet passing through a small constellation of aircraft debris and bloodied feathers with Ogston hunkered down behind the remains of his canopy. Ogston, who proceeded away from the air show accompanied by a Red Arrow teammate and landed safely at Hawarden Airport near the English city of Chester, was praised by his commanding officer, who said the pilot's actions had been, quote, delivered calmly and correctly, end quote, thereby ensuring the safety of his fellow aviators and the crowd gathered below. The damaged Hawk jet, valued at approximately 5 million British pounds, is expected to remain at Hawarden, where it will undergo inspections and repairs before rejoining the team at their RAF Scampton base in Lincolnshire. And after the break, NASA and SpaceX adjust Crew 5 launch date.
Unbridled passion, unequaled performance, unlimited possibilities.
Hartzell Aviation, you are cleared for takeoff.
Introducing Hartzell Aviation. Leading general aviation companies united by the Hartzell guiding principle of built on honor, a commitment to uphold the highest standards in quality, performance, and support. Hartzell Propeller, Hartzell Engine Tech, Hartzell Aerospace Welding. We are Hartzell Aviation.
Now boarding at hartzellaviation.com.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Are you tired of tucking your phone under your headset to make a call and having cords and adapters strewn about the cockpit? Experience wireless cell phone communications and your personal music with Pilot Communications BlueLink 2. BlueLink 2 gives you a wearable link to 2 Bluetooth-enabled devices at the same time and can even control your phone and music. Use BlueLink 2 with your existing headset or a Pilot Communications headset from pilot-usa.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some other interesting stories. Slight delay. NASA and SpaceX adjust Crew 5 launch date. NASA and SpaceX are targeting no earlier than 12:45 p.m. EDT Monday, October 3rd for the launch of the agency's Crew 5 mission to the International Space Station. The date adjustment allows for extra separation with spacecraft traffic coming to and from the space station. Crew 5 will carry 2 NASA astronauts, Mission Commander Nicole Mann and pilot Josh Casada, along with Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency astronaut Koichi Wakata and Roscosmos cosmonaut Anna Kikina, who will serve as mission specialists. P3's aid in massive narcotic seizures. Air and Marine Operations worked with their federal and international partners to seize 121,667 pounds of cocaine and 33,226 pounds of marijuana in international waters through the third quarter of fiscal year 2022, denying transactional criminal organizations an estimated $2.4 billion. Overall, narcotic seizures involving AMO's P3 crew operations have increased through the third quarter of fiscal year 2022 when compared to the previous fiscal year. To date, cocaine seizures comprise 86% of cocaine seizures throughout fiscal year 2021. USAF Flight Test Museum expansion underway. The Flight Test Museum Foundation is a California-based nonprofit organization about the noble and necessary work of raising funds to support the development and expansion of the Air Force Flight Test Museum at Edwards AFB. The next phase of the Flight Test Museum Foundation's ambitious plan for the Edwards campus is the erecting of a 60,000 square foot exhibition hall in which the sizable fleet of aircraft currently being refurbished or stored by the museum may be displayed safely away from the damaging outside elements. UPS to take delivery of 8 new 767 freighters. Boeing, the formerly Seattle, formerly Chicago, soon-to-be Arlington, Virginia-based aerospace titan, has announced an order that will see the United Parcel Service add another 8 767 freighters to its fleet of over 200 Boeing cargo aircraft. The deal brings the total number of 767 freighter in service with UPS to 108. In addition to the new 767 freighters, of which UPS will take delivery in 2025, Big Brown is slated to take on a 767 Boeing converted freighter, which will enter service in 2023. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Mesa pilots to receive substantial pay hike. Mesa Airlines, the Phoenix-based Part 121 carrier doing business as American Eagle and United Express, is making ready to raise its pilots' salaries. Henceforth, the airline will pay its first officers and captains starting rates of $100 and $150 per hour, respectively. Mesa is the first regional airline to compensate its first officers so generously, surpassing a $90 per hour mark set by American Airlines in June 2022. The pay increase follows Mesa's third-quarter earnings call, during which longtime Mesa CEO Jonathan Ornstein made clear to investors that the airline was losing pilots to American's regional operations. The compulsion to jump ship is endemic among Mesa pilots who, prior to the new agreement, were widely recognized as some of the lowest paid in the regional air carrier industry. All told, the revised Mesa compensation package represents a hefty 118% pay hike for first-year first officers, and an even heftier 172% increase for captains. The 2-year deal between Mesa and its pilots takes effect on September 15, 2022. In the interim, ALPA and the airline continue to negotiate the contract's ancillary provisions. Mesa's paroxysm of largesse coincides with a pilot shortage over which ALPA and airline industry analysts vehemently disagree. The union, which benefits from pilot shortages real or imagined, asserts pilots are plentiful and shall remain so. And after these messages, Gogo's 5G network is making swift progress.
Aviation Safety Resources is disrupting the market for aircraft emergency parachute recovery systems. ASR systems are smaller, lighter weight, and offer longer repack cycles than similar products available in the current market. ASR has a recovery system available for every type of aircraft: sport, experimental, light sport, general aviation, urban air mobility, vertical takeoff and landing, electric propulsion, and unmanned aerial systems. Find the right product for your aircraft at aviationsafetyresources.com.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/Rusty today for details.
Welcome back. Gogo's 5G network is making swift progress. Aviation's own in-flight 5G communication network is nearing completion. We've been watching the folks at Gogo avidly as they seek to build a nationwide high-speed data network that beats everything else previously built or proposed. And now our friend Dave Salvador tells us that Gogo is rounding third base and heading for home. Gogo is building the world's first 5G network exclusively for business aviation, and as of today, 121 of 150 planned towers are live. Completion is expected before the end of the year. Gogo notes that the 5G standards achievement, as defined by 3GPP, was attainable for Gogo because they built their 5G network with 5G chipsets, a standalone 5G network core, beamforming antennas, and multiple input, multiple output technologies, among other things. Essentially, they explain that the upcoming network is 5G from the get-go rather than 4G with bolted-on extras. What's that mean to the end user? Gogo 5G covers 100% of CONUS, can reportedly transfer approximately 25 megabits per second on average, peaking at 75 to 80, and does so with, quote, almost zero latency. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!